Hello there.
Hello,
This is Karen,
and my name is May.
and we are from Boomers to
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. So, this is going to be the last episode of 2023, and you know what we're going to talk about. It's about new beginnings, resolutions, and wish for 2024. So, stay tuned. We'll be back. So, May, uh, it's just a few more days before the end of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask you, what is the most significant learning you have had in 2023?
Can you go first?
I go first?
Yeah, I think you go first.
Hmm,
I think. Let me think.
okay. For me, 2023 has been really quite eye opening. Number one, I embark on this journey of podcasting, of e commerce, of the social media platforms, which I really had no idea, and I challenged myself because I wanted to learn something new and to kind of just find a new path for myself as a
Mm-hmm.
person, as a career, and see where this journey will take me to. And I also learned, having lost a few friends, unfortunately, this year, that life is really fragile, and that I want to let go of the small things. So, not sweat the small stuff, and and allowing myself to be open to new experiences, less judgmental, and just go with the flow and not be too uptight about sticking to my plans, and that
Mm.
I have a vision and this is how it's supposed to be, which is kind of my character. So yeah, so 2023, I'm enjoying it. I really enjoyed 2023. And I got to check off a few things that I wanted to do this year.
Okay.
Mm.
I think mine is like very different. For 2023, I think the biggest thing that I learned. So I'm still in the same career. That hasn't shifted so much, but I think that like choosing my circle and executing my dreams in silence. I think that like in the other years, like whenever something would happen, I would always get very excited about it, talk about it,
Mhm.
and then you expel all this energy just talking about it, but then like nothing actually really happens.
Okay.
So I think this year one thing I learned is really to just like work in silence, keep my head down, not focus so much on too much leisure this year especially. And I've actually seen a really good turnaround in the way that my business is naturally just like growing, the type of energies that I'm attracting by making this shift, the type of people, the new people I'm attracting into my life. So I think that that's the biggest take that I took from 2023, and I'm definitely going to keep practicing it.
Okay.
To basically just hustle in silence and then celebrate later, like when you're 35 or something. No need to talk about it now.
And you will, right? So, what about the takeaway of, I mean, or rather, what you have hope or your resolution for 2024? Have you thought about that? Are you big on resolution at all?
I am. I am big on resolutions. I think for 2024, I want to stop some unhealthy habits.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't eat very well. I've noticed that I actually order Grab food like at least once every single day.
Oh, oof, okay.
So like when my son is in school, I'm so cheeky. I will order Grab food because, and my reason for it is that there's no point just cooking for one person, and like, and you just come up with these excuses yourself. But I think that moving forward, I want to be a bit more careful with my money, and especially when my money is feeding into like unhealthy habits.
Mm.
Whether that's like, instead of spending a weekend, if you want to catch up with friends, instead of going for a drink, maybe like do some exercise, or like go do something a
Yeah,
little bit
I'm
more
all for
fun.
it.
Like go for a hike, something a little bit more meaningful, because when you go and like go for drinks, it does come up to like a lot of money,
Yeah.
especially if you want to go to nice places. So I think like shifting these like ideas of what fun is, or what my daily routine should look like,
Mm.
then maybe by the end of next year I'll lose some weight.
Oh, so losing weight from next year
Yes.
and financials, something like that.
Yeah. Be
You know,
more careful of
careful,
it.
yeah, and then diet, yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Healthier habits, like,
healthier.
and stick to
Okay,
them.
yeah, yeah. We will approach that in our next topic.
See how well we did. And what about you? Do you have some resolutions?
Yes, yes. I am very big on resolution. Every year, I actually do a very extensive vision board.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very big on vision board, and I would be very detailed, even to the point of maybe a color or the time or the destination. Or if I want to lose weight, I actually put down a number that I'm
Mm.
looking at. Uh, because I want to be very clear of what my goals are. So
Mhm.
I want to be very specific and say, okay, this is this year, this is, I want to reach 54 kilos, for instance. This is where I'm going and how I'm going to get to that point. My resolution for 2024 is still, I'm 2 kilos over 54, so I still need to work on that. And I would like to be able to reach our community of women in midlife to at least 5,000 people. That's my goal for 2024. Uh, uh, and to be able to do our first face-to-face event
Mm.
for women in midlife, because I am very passionate about talking to women and giving support, giving advice, and giving that kind of energy to women who may be going through a very tough time on their own, or even with friends, that
Mhm.
kind of thing. So that will be my second resolution, and of course to slowly build my Menopause product line, where I will have more quality products that I can offer to women without, with affordable pricing. So
Mm.
that
Mm.
that is my ultimate goal for 2024.
Looks like 2024 is going to be an exciting year.
Yes.
Maybe with all this work, you will automatically lose the 2 kg.
I hope so too.
So when you do these vision boards, like how does it look? Is it like a SWOT analysis in a way where you look at your
Ah.
strengths, weakness? What is the criterias in this vision board?
What is the criteria? Okay, it's just a art block paper. I will put pictures, be very clear. And then I will have the, let's say, for example, next year I would really, really like to visit Norway
Mhm.
and to see
Northern
the
Light.
Northern Lights. So I have a picture of Northern Lights up there. I have a picture of a picture of maybe a couple, and I will envision that to be me and my husband in the
Mm.
little igloo,
Okay.
watching all that. And I'll put in like the timeline, and
Mm.
be very clear, as if it's
It's your
already in
plan.
plan
Yeah.
already, and when I'm gonna go get that. So this vision board, I will always have it in my toilet.
Okay.
Because that's where we will see every day. When you
Yeah.
shower, when you're doing your business, you see the vision board and kind of remind you. And then at some point there is that need where we have to sit down and write down, okay, how am I gonna go
Yeah.
about to do
The
this?
how.
Yes, yes, exactly.
The how is the daunting part, because the how is when you have to admit how many little steps there is in order
Yes.
to achieve it. And then we have 12 months. So
12
how do
months.
you plan it out, right?
Yeah,
That makes
correct.
sense.
Yeah. So that is something that I noticed. I've been practicing this for, I think, more than 20 years now. And I know a lot of people say it's a bit woo-woo because it's
Mm.
like, oh, law of attraction, yeah. But I can safely tell you that every year, at the end of the year, I will look through my vision board and see what I have achieved. And almost without fail, at least 7 out of 10, I will have achieved them.
I think it's not very woo. Also, like because you're placing it in your toilet, so subconsciously every day you're looking at it. So whatever you plan, or even the small decisions you make, subconsciously you're making decisions that align
Mm-hmm.
with what is on that vision board. I think that's a really good idea. I think a lot of us, like at my age, we need to no longer just like say what is the big plan, but actually take the time to envision it. Like, what does it look like? What does it smell like?
Yeah,
What, like when am I gonna, I'm gonna lose weight? Okay, you're gonna lose the weight by how much each month?
exactly. Yeah. So you
And
got to
then
break it down.
yeah, and then we'll actually be able to feel like we achieve stuff. Because one thing I know, like when we get to June 2024, all over social media, it's going to be everyone saying, "Oh my God, we're already halfway through the year." Like I just got out of bed. Like, so that we don't get that feeling, I think that the vision board is a really good idea.
Yeah, I got I find that for me anyway is like when I'm kind of feeling beaten down or feel like, oh, I'm not achieving, I like to look at the vision board because then it kind of reminds you that, hey, oh, I actually achieved 1 out of 10 items that I put
Mm.
out, or hey, I'm very close to getting the second item done, that kind of thing. That gives you a little bit of boost.
Mm.
And um, I I don't know. I know there are people who thinks it's very woo, but I do think that for me, fundamentally, it works. I want to share with you is that years ago, I had a very clear vision of what kind of man I want to marry. I put it down very clearly,
Mhm.
uh, even to the height, even to what kind of person he is and what kind of life that we're gonna have, blah blah blah. I put it very very specifically, and not long after that, I met my husband,
Okay.
and my courtship with my husband was exactly a total of 6 months, and we got married.
Really? I never knew this. I'm just finding this out. So excuse the face. What? I did not know
Yeah,
that.
so we started dating exactly on the 1st of May, and by the end of that year, we got married.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I
and
guess when you know, you
yes, and
know.
when you know, you know, and now we are on to our 31st year.
Wow. Wow. I barely like the same smell of lotion for 6 months. To be sure, I'm like, oh, this is not my favorite anymore. Do you want it?
So yeah, I think so. It works. I don't know what
All
to
of us,
say.
let's go to art block paper. So everyone go to your nearest mall. We have MPH, we have Popular. Go and get your art block
I
paper.
brought paper. Uh, for me, I think about the what we say. Okay, so finances is always top of the
Mm-hmm.
list. Career, relationship goals, and travel. And then other goals. So generally, it's like five big topics that I will
Okay.
pick out, and then I'll put it out there. The dream car or the dream house that you want, and the partner that you are hoping, or the friendships that you're looking
Mm.
for. Put it out there, because when you put it out there, you unconsciously attract them. Because somehow, just think about this, and I know there are a lot of speakers who talks about this. It's like, if I ask you, what color of car do you like? What car do you like?
What car or color?
Car.
I like Volvos.
Volvos. Okay. Okay. Can you give me your dream Volvo? How it looks like?
It's like the MPV. It's like big. It's
Okay.
like off the ground so that I
So
can
the
see.
the what is called
Let's call it MPV.
the no, 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 but But
Four
what?
four wheel drive.
Okay, so four-wheel drive Volvo, and what color?
I like the silvery white colors.
Okay, so if you put that in your head, I promise you, the minute you go about your day, the rest of the day, you'll keep seeing the car.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
And
I'll text her later in the
and test
evening.
it out, right?
Yeah, we all do this.
Correct. And do you have the experience where you think, oh, I haven't heard from May for a long time, and then suddenly May calls you,
Yeah. Those
right?
like the speak of the devil. Like when you have
I'm
those
like, oh, I
little.
was just thinking about you, and then that came in. So there is something to it. I am no expert, but I know that it works, and I have always practiced that, and I've also made my children practice it as well, and put it
Mm.
out there as to what they see their life to be, what they want from their life.
I watched this reel recently. Okay, and don't come at me in the comment section or whatever. But I'm just reciting what the reel says. So the same thing, like law of attraction and things like that. But like the witches call it like witchcraft and spells. Okay, religious people call it like spirituality, and then science they just call it quantum physics. So
Yeah.
it's something that exists. We just all have different names for it.
Correct.
And whatever is your medicine, I guess. Like which one do you
Exactly.
want to go for?
Exactly. So if you are religious, you can pray and
Yeah.
tell your God. It could be Allah, it could be Jesus, it
Mhm.
could be your God, and be specific and say, look, I want this for my life, and be very specific, because we always know what we don't want, but we don't tell the universe what we want.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always say, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that, and you're very clear about that. But if you and because of that, you are very focused on what you don't want, and the more you focus
Those
on,
things
the more
happen.
that's more likely to happen.
I've watched that happen. Like I used to get really paranoid about things in my head. So
Mhm.
I'd be like, oh, like this friend is like this, like like I really don't want like one day this person like get into an accident. Then like before I sleep, I'll like pray like please don't get into an accident. I was like this for like 2 years, and that person then passed away
Ah,
because of an accident. Like and like you blame yourself, and you're just like, oh my god, I knew it, but actually no, like I know it's not anyone's fault when things like that happen, but sometimes you really think of the worst thing and you think about it so much that's the only energy that like you're like
yep,
putting out there. So how are you gonna attract anything good when everything is negative about you?
exactly.
You gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta cleanse your aura.
cleanse your aura, and be very clear of what you want. Be so specific, and put it out there. Okay, just to give you guys an analogy, when you go to a restaurant and you order your dish, do you question that the dish will come?
No.
No. So, or make your order and let the
Just
universe give it to you. Okay. So, moving forward, I'll see you next year. And next episode, we're gonna talk about how we plan our resolution, and how we're going to achieve our resolution, so that we keep each other accountable. And I would love if you guys would share with us at least one of your resolution, and share with us how you are going to go about to achieve your goals for 2024. So until then, see you, and see you next year. Bye bye.
Bye.